On Monday, the Supreme Court resumed regular hearings after the summer break and took up several significant cases. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud's bench heard 38 petitions related to NEET and sought answers from NTA on the leak of question papers, nature of the leak, timeline of events and locations involved. The court also directed CBI to submit a status report. The next hearing on the NEET UG case is scheduled for July 11, 2024. The court emphasized the need for clarity and integrity in examinations amid ongoing controversies. The Mamta Banerjees government in West Bengal has faced a significant setback from the Supreme Court. On Monday, the Supreme Court dismissed the Bengal government's petition challenging the Kolkata High Court's decision. The High Court had ordered a CBI investigation into cases of sexual exploitation of women, land grabbing and Russian scams in Sandesh Khali. A bench comprising Justice B.R. Gavai and Justice K.V. Vishwanathan questioned the Mamta government's stance while rejecting the petition challenging the High Court's order for a CBI investigation. The court asked why the government was trying to protect certain individuals. On Monday, the Supreme Court ordered the formation of either a separate or joint search and selection committee to resolve the ongoing dispute between the West Bengal government and Governor C.V. Ananda Bose regarding the appointment of university vice-chancellors. The committee will be chaired by former Chief Justice of India U.U. Lalit and will be constituted within 2 weeks. Each selection committee, led by Justice Lalit, will have 5 members. The committee will prepare a panel of 3 names in alphabetical order for the appointment of vice-chancellors for each university. The committee's recommendations, once approved by the chairman, will be submitted to the state's chief minister. If the chief minister finds any recommended individual unsuitable, comments and supporting materials regarding the unsuitability must be submitted to the chancellor, the governor, within 2 weeks. On Monday, the Delhi High Court heard Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's petition seeking 2 additional legal meetings per week with his lawyers in jail. The court issued notices to Tihar jail officials and the Enforcement Directorate seeking their responses. The hearing is scheduled for July 15. Justice Neena Bansal Krishna issued the notice regarding Kejriwal's request for 2 more weekly meetings with his lawyers via video conferencing. Currently, Kejriwal is allowed only 2 meetings per week under the rules. Kejriwal argues that he is facing more than 30 cases and needs additional meetings to discuss these matters. The trial court had previously rejected his application. Former Delhi Deputy CM Manish Sisodia filed a petition in Supreme Court on Monday complaining about the delay in the trial of the liquor policy case. Senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi mentioned Sisodia's petition, noting that Sisodia had been in jail for the past 16 months and is concerned about the delayed trial. The Supreme Court has assured that it will look into the matter. The Supreme Court on Monday agreed to hear CBI's petition challenging the High Court's order in the sensational Nithari murder case. The Supreme Court issued a notice to Surinder Kohli, one of the accused in the 2005 and 6 serial killings in Noida, regarding the CBI and other petitions challenging his acquittal. The bench of Justice B.R. Gavai and K.V. Vishwanathan passed this order after hearing Solicitor General Tushar Mehta's arguments. S.G. Mehta argued that Surinder Kohli was a serial killer who lured young girls and murdered them, describing the killings as horrific. He also mentioned that Kohli faced cannibalism charges and was initially sentenced to death by the trial court. However, the Allahabad High Court's controversial order overturned this decision. Following the CBI's separate petitions against the High Court's October 16, 2023 decision, the Supreme Court has sought a response from Kohli. On Monday, a bench led by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud issued guidelines to visual media to ensure respectful portrayal of individuals with disability. The court emphasized that negative stereotypes harm their dignity and promote social discrimination. The bench, including Justices J.B. Pardewala and Manoj Mishra, was hearing a petition challenging the certification of the Sony picture film Aankh Micholi, which allegedly depicted disabled individuals disrespectfully. While the court refused to interfere with the certification given by the Central Board of Film Certification, it issued guidelines for respectful representation of disabled person in visual media. Chief Justice Chandrachud suggested that the censor board seek expert opinion before allowing such screenings and urged filmmakers to highlight the achievements of disabled individuals rather than mocking or portraying them in a derogatory manner. On Monday, a bench led by Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud made significant remarks while hearing advocate Ashwini Upadhyay's PIL, highlighting widespread deception by builders across the country. The bench stressed the need for uniformity in builder buying agreements nationwide to address the issue of fraud. They emphasized the importance of reviewing the EMIC report and addressing the concerns raised by CREDAI. The next hearing on the matter is scheduled for July 19th. On Monday, the Supreme Court rejected a petition seeking mandatory leave for women during their periods. Chief Justice D.Y. Chandrachud's bench expressed concerns that such policies could potentially lead to job insecurities or difficulties in finding employment for women. The court emphasized that this is a policy matter that should be considered by the government, stating that there is no judicial justification for their intervention. The petitioner was directed to submit a representation to the Ministry of Women and Child Development regarding this issue.